In the years after the Delphi murders, something unexpected happened. Thousands of people, from true crime fans to amateur sleuths, joined the murder hunt for the killer online. They dissected grainy images and decoded police press conferences and debated suspects in comment sections. The rise of the civilian detective was born out of good intentions, but it also changed how justice itself is experienced in the digital age. If Richard Allen is innocent, his story reveals what happens when collective curiosity becomes collective conviction. Historically, investigations happen behind closed doors. Police gather evidence and journalists report. But today the boundaries are gone. Anyone with an internet connection can be part of the search, and that's both powerful and at the same time dangerous. Sociologist Manuel Castells describes this as networked individualism, where social power flows through online networks rather than institutions. And the Delphi case became one of those networks, with thousands of people sharing, speculating, and sometimes accusing. The question is, what happens when that digital energy turns toward the wrong person? Participating in online investigations gives people a sense of purpose, a way to make meaning from tragedy. Psychologically, it restores control in a world that feels chaotic, but this drive can blur the line between analysis and assumption. In sociology, this is called collective sense-making, where a community constructs its own version of the truth. And for the Delphi case, that truth became a shared myth that somewhere, if you looked hard enough at the right image or the right clue, you can solve the mystery. But if Rick Allen is innocent, that myth didn't just fail to find justice, it helped distort it. Online platforms reward engagement, not necessarily accuracy. The more dramatic a claim, the more clicks it can get. Sociologist Zainab Tufekci calls this the attention economy, a system where outrage becomes currency. And in the Delphi case, the result is a digital echo chamber, theories reinforcing other theories until speculation feels like fact. Over time, the algorithms didn't just spread information, but they happened to shape belief. And for someone like Richard Allen, that means guilt can go viral long before evidence ever does. And it's easy to think of social media as a neutral space, a public square for ideas. But in reality, it's a stage, and we are both the audience and the performers. When true crime turns into entertainment, the line between empathy and exploitation can get blurry. Sharing theories becomes part of an identity, a kind of moral performance in which being right feels more important than being fair. And if Richard Allen is innocent, this raises a hard question. Who holds responsibility when online justice goes wrong? The platforms, the posters, the public? Maybe all of us. The Delphi case isn't unique, it's part of a pattern. From Reddit's false identifications after the Boston Marathon bombing to countless online manhunts that blurred fact and fiction. These moments reveal a deeper sociological truth. In a world of infinite information, truth still depends on trust, and without that, even good intentions can cause harm, and justice, digital or otherwise, can become just another form of storytelling. The story of the Delphi murders isn't just about a crime. It's about the social currents that surround it. Fear, connection, control, and belief. And if Richard Allen is innocent, then his case reminds us that in the age of social media, justice isn't just what happens in court, it's what happens online. And maybe the hardest mystery to solve is how to tell the difference. Truth has never been more shared or more fragile.